1, 2, 3, 4.
Cosa pesa cosa nyoso liza ho. African Youth Invention. Creation, invention, perfection. Exigence, one condition, pass the tempo.
Good day. Welcome to African Youth Invention, the AYI Training Center. I'm Emery Lukombo. I will be discussing about PowerPoint, Class 5 and Video 5. On this video, we will discuss much about video and recording, and mostly we will focus on Insert tab, Slideshow tab, and the Draw tab. And the project will cover the skill that can be applied on different jobs. Please watch the preview video because I will be a little bit faster. Mostly when you open your PowerPoint, you don't view the Draw tab. So in order for you to view the Draw tab, so you must go to File and go to Option, Customer Ribbons, and then I select for Draw tab and I say OK, it will appear. If you want to give a class, you can use a Draw tab, like when I put a signature or everything, and I can select here and write my name, everything. If I'm not happy, I'll go to Eraser and then erase it. I can give a class, like I can say, if I go say, guys, if in order for you to design a house, I can say, I can draw the house, I can draw, and then write like this. Yeah, so that's the thing. So you can do anything, and then you go to Eraser, and then you erase it if you're not happy for everything. So these are just different type of pencils, pen that you need. You can come here and choose a pencil, pen, or highlight. So the highlight mostly, and then you can choose the color of the highlight. So I can just highlight the area, like here. If I select here, I highlight the area. I'm gonna go to Insert first, and then insert the text box. When I say Mary, so I can say this is my name. I can go to Draw and use the highlight, and then come highlight my name. That is the highlight. You can highlight like this. If I'm not happy, if I press the eraser, then disappear my highlight. That's other thing I can do. I can also draw a line. Select a line and draw a line, but it's Q. The reason why it's Q, so I'll say no, it's not so Q. So I can use a ruler. So move your ruler. Bring your mouse inside the ruler in the center here, and then screw your wheel on your mouse. Now turn it. So I can turn it how many degree, like I can put 0 degree, and then move it here. You can minimize this point. You got different point here. If you press the arrow, you can take a small one. How fit you want the line to look. You see, it's bigger. So I can say now I want it small like this, and then you can choose the color. I can say I want maybe red. Come here by the ruler, and the ruler will make it nice. So I can go put back, move the ruler down again, and then I can go choose another color maybe and draw another one, and I can go choose another one again, another color maybe. So you can do a nice design. Like even if you watch the previous video for background, you can use this to design your nice background the way you want it. That's a benefit for ruler. I can also go back to the ruler, put back this one, and then turn my ruler. So I put back this, I move my ruler like this. Now that's a benefit of the ruler. And I'm gonna go put back this, select the ruler, and then put back this. Now that's what you can do when you come to this. So I can put back, and then, so that's the first thing. And then these are just like if you want to write something like here, you can write, and then it's gonna give you a letter, and then say insert, and then it's gonna set it inside like this. And the other benefit of the ruler, it is signature. Now that's why I like this one. Let's say you're writing a document. I can go like create a new slider. I finish writing, and then I wanna put my signature. I can go draw a line. I'm gonna go to insert, and then insert the line, something like this. I can put like this, make it smaller, and go make it look nice. So I need a signature here. I'm gonna go use a pen, and I can choose the size of my pen, how big I want it. for the signature, so I can say select, and then I say and some. And the other thing, if you put back the pen, you can select it and minimize it, fit it in your document. So I can put on top here or like this, and it look like a really signature done outside, then print the document. And that's other benefit for drawing. Now the insert tab here, we did discuss this on the previous videos, so the only place then discuss this one here. Now get the add in. What is a get the add in? When you press the get add in, you can go online and get a new commands. So like these two are add in. If I press here, it's gonna get me the icons online and then edit my project. Like if you look at in your PowerPoint, you don't have this except if you add them. Let's say I design a car. Here I set this add in. Your PowerPoint does not have this design or these tools, a specific tool, so you must know the name of your add in and look for it. So if I go to get add in, these are different type of add in, but some of them you're gonna pay them. You can set for free plugin. Like these are free. So if you say add and then you can add, mostly when you go to add in, depending on what type of PowerPoint that you're designing, so we look for a specific PowerPoint. So I can say add this pixel here, and then I say I agree, and then I continue. After you add, you can come here, select here, and it shows you all the add in. Now there's the 3 plugins that I add before, and there's a new one I add now here. So what I do now here, I'll close here, look for it. So it's going to fall under one of your tabs. So I think it fall under Home tab, and there is it. So if I select it, it's gonna take me here, and then I can go to next. From here, I can design animation. If I select this one here, I can choose a group. I can create a movement. I can choose this. I can say no, I want this, and then I can put a comment. Good day. I will say insert a character. Then you say a good day. I can move this. I can delete this one here. With all this character, we can create a nice PowerPoint animation. So I can come select again here, and then say this with a character, and I put a character. Good day. I can say hi. Now this is what you can do. Now you can see in your PowerPoint you don't have this character. So in order for you to have this character, you need to add in this plugin. The plugin is called Comic Character Pictures. Okay, all I did now, I just went to create a couple of sliders and add this. Now to make it nice, I can insert a background. Go to design. Now I have selected this one. When you come to here to insert, and what come here is a zoom. Now what is zoom? You can create a summary zoom, a section zoom, and a slider zoom. Now firstly, I'll go to summary zoom. Summary zoom, what it does, it gives, you can select like 3 of them and then say insert. Now it's going to create a sections. Now once you go around this, it show you first the 3 sections, and you want to select one and they show the first one, back, choose the second one, back. I can go back to the first one, so it's up to me. I got all the summary for all the slide I have, so I can go to any slide I want to present on directly without going one by one. So I can choose any one. So I can even go add my summary. I can go back to insert and go to my summary and then add, put all the 4, put all the 5 without this one here, and the 5 insert, and then I have the 4. So I can delete this one here. And then I have my all my slider. So on my presentation, I have all the 4. And it's okay. This is a lady is saying bye, but after bye, at the end, they say oh. Now that's how summary slider work. Now that's the benefit of a section. And lastly, you can also get slider zoom. If you want this slider zoom, I can say I want this slider and this slider. So remove the section, and then you can create a slider zoom. The slider zoom, it's going to be one by one, but they're going to work as a zoom. Instead, create the slider zoom. All of them are in. If I highlight this link, from the link I can link something. So I can go to the folder and then go to my where I save my video. I can go to video 1, and then I link the presentation on this, or I can link anything from here and then say, okay, maybe a video, everything. I can browse a page from online. This is the online, or I can take recent file that are open. I can place this document. So anything that you select here, you can look for any item that on your computer online, like website. I can put the AYI website. I can say www.africanyouth.invention, and then from here, and then I will say okay. Now whenever I press this, it's not taking me to African Youth Invention. But now I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go modify it. I'm gonna use the document in my computer, and use current document. I can change it. I'll go modify, look for the document. I've saved my document, the PowerPoint video folder. I'll open the other classes. Video 4, presentation 4. I say okay. Now I'm giving a class, and then on my presentation, when I do a presentation, then when I arrive to the last slider, if I press here, and then it's gonna go open another document, and it's open the document, the assignment we did on the previous video. And that's a benefit. It's like I'm giving a class. I say, okay guys, look what we can do on PowerPoint. So I got a link on my PowerPoint, and when I finish, I can say exit and go back to my PowerPoint. And that's a benefit for link. And then actions, a text box, and I will tap now, go to last slider, and I'll leave it here. Then I'll put the action. I'm gonna go to insert. I will highlight this. When I select here, then I say actions, and then ask me mouse over or what you want. I say none. Mouse click. I will say pen. Next slider. I say go to the last slider, and then I say okay, run the programming. I say okay, and then look what happened here. I can move this slider in a second, but it's not go to the last. So I can go to the presentation. I do the presentation. On my second one, I'll press my action, now go to the last, and I press my link, and it's now open my document. So from here, I select here, and I go to insert, action, and then I will come here, pen link, and I say preview video. I'll look for the preview slide. Say okay, and then I'm gonna go run. When I go to run, I go to here, then I say go to previous slider, take me back. Let's go to the last slider, go to the last. So you can create up and down on your document if you want like to move. And this group, this is just to put a comment on your document. I can say what this does. I can put a comment here, say. So I can come here and put a comment here. I say this link when you give the customer and the customer press this, they can identify what this does. This will link me to class 4. And then the text box, it's what you do, select, and then you tap a text box. That's what it does. You can put a header and a footer. I can say date and time, footer, then apply to all. And then you can see here, I got the date and I get a footer. I can say maybe PowerPoint. Now this is a footer. The header will appear on top. That's the same thing. You can apply a header or footer. Word art is also when you do it writing, and then choose the word art. You can write here PowerPoint. Choose any way you want to look your head. Nice view. That is your head. Date and time. You can just something in the header like what we did now here. If you don't know, Once you press date and time, it's going to give you like this, date and time. And then if you say apply to one, it's not only apply this. If I say apply to all, it will apply everywhere on all the sliders that you created. But if I select here, then I'll go again, and it's gonna ask me different, give me different format. Which format you want? You can choose the numbering or the writing, and then say OK, and then change. Slide numbering, you can put a numbering, like to put a number here. I can say slide number, then say apply to all or apply to this one. It's up to you. And then I have slider 1. This is my slider 1. And if I go to this one, slider 2, it's maybe slider 3, and slider number. And the object, from the object, it's just when I want to add something on my PowerPoint. Let's say I want to add a chart. By using this chart, it's not so professionally, so I can use Excel. So you can go to another program, and like I can go look a different program here. Let me look for Excel. I can choose Excel and then say OK, and then it's now open the Excel program. From the Excel here, I can do a nice design. I'm in Excel, but under PowerPoint, I can say Monday, because Excel have automatically and good for calculation. I can say Monday to Sunday. I can create a nice table here. I can say 1, and I drag this, and I'm happy, so I can select. So you are in Excel. You must know Excel to use the object. You must know the program that you choose. The object allowed you to go to another program, like I can go to Microsoft Word too. Like something that you think you can't do it nicely in PowerPoint, you want to design something, and then you want to design something. PowerPoint does not have better tools to design it in PowerPoint, but Microsoft Word can do that part more beauty compared to PowerPoint. So I can use the add-in. And then I'll come here, then I'll tap maybe information, and when I finish, I press twice, move your cursor away, press twice, and this thing fall on your Excel. That's the object. So there's a lot of programs here. You can go to Excel, you can go to Adobe Photoshop, images, you can go to any place that program you want, and then go edit, design or edit something, and then bring it in this PowerPoint. And that's a benefit. And then follow up. You can also create mathematical questions. You can watch more on video, our Microsoft Word video. We discuss much about this. This is just a questions. Just to create mathematical questions, you can create different mathematical questions. If you select here, and then it's going to give you this, you can write a question from scratch, like I can say here, and move this, drag and move it. You can say 2 divided by 5. And I can delete this, delete this, delete this. I can write the entire question. If I come here, I say plus, and I'll go to choose maybe exponent script, and then I put maybe 5 at the power 2. Put my left key button plus. And I choose, so you can choose anything, bracket. I put a bracket inside a bracket, and I choose the root. I can say root. I can, and then put inside the F5, and I press left key button plus 20. I say plus, and then I will come here, and then I will say divide maybe, and then type 5 and 10. Now the same thing, if I finish, I can go again, put like matrix. I'm gonna go to insert, and I'll choose this one again from the beginning. I'll drag it, hold and drag it where I wanna put it, and from here I'm going to use a matrix, and I'll choose. Now before I choose a matrix, I'm gonna choose first a bracket. I'll select a bracket. Most matrix use this type of bracket. And inside the bracket, and then I'll choose the 2 by 3 or 3 by 2 or 3 by 3. So I use 3 by 3 and go there, replace this number to my other numbers. like my number. So I can put my cursor at the beginning here, and I can say A is equal to, and from this side I can delete this, plus I'll choose another bracket here, and then you put the same thing like this. So that's what you can do. Please watch the Microsoft Word video about the question is how can do more question. The same basic that I use Microsoft Office Word videos is the same basic and apply in PowerPoint. Because like when you're writing information and then you want to insert any symbol, press and then choose any character that you don't have in your keyboard, and then say insert, and then it appear. I can say insert, select, insert, select any character, insert. You can see here I have those characters appearing. I'm not discuss about this because these are the add-in as discussed in the beginning of the video. Are add-in, not part of PowerPoint. So this, if you want to edit, you find more information about it. But these are the main part of the remaining part of the video. So I'll delete this. If you want to add, you're gonna add the background in your video or a video presentation. Now on my second section, I want to add a video. So the two way I can go online. So first thing you do, go on your YouTube or whatever the way you get your video. Go to African Youth Invention. I can open one of the video for African Youth Invention. This is some of our video discussing about the trading. Open, select the top. When you open first the video, select the top one and copy and go to your PowerPoint. On your PowerPoint, and then press the video insert and then online video and press that link. It's gonna upload that video. Gonna link the video in your PowerPoint presentation. Now from here, this is the video from African Youth Invention. Select and move your cursor there on the corner and drag and to make it bigger to fit your screen, or you can make it smaller. It's up to you. I can leave it like this, and then I'm gonna go. I can add even any comment. I can say put a text box here. I can say if you want. Now what's the benefit of this one here for adding a video? So I can go presentation and I say, okay, guys, I'm discussing here finished presentation. When I arrive here, I say, okay, I was discussing about first trading. Now it's okay, you can also find the video, or maybe when I arrive here, I want to give them explanation through a video. So I can create a short video and put on my YouTube, play here, and this will play the video from YouTube. Now, this is online, but the difference for online is that you need to have internet. Now, I would prefer to use the offline, so I can create another slide here. I can go here. I did download a video online, like a background, but make sure when download, you can use the free one because some of them are not free. So I'm gonna go to video on my PC. Now, the one from your PC, make sure the same folder, like here, I did save my file. I'm gonna go to file, save as, and I just save it on VP or VP5. It's inside here. Make sure your video must also be on this side. So what I will do now here, I can go copy my video. So make sure you copy your video. Like I want to discuss about maybe from the lab. This is one of the video that I get online that discussing about the lab. So I'll copy this video and then I'll go to my PowerPoint and I'll put the same place. I copy and paste it in the same place. And I'm gonna go to my PowerPoint, the video, and then I'll go to video on my PC and I'll go to the same folder, which is PowerPoint and video 5, and then I'll insert it. Now the difference of this one here, this video is online. So when I'm going to do a presentation, I need to make sure that computer or whatever place I will give a class, they must have internet, so that when I press this, it's got a link. It's gonna link me to the AYI YouTube, and then open the first video. But on this case here, I don't need a link, because I don't need internet, because this video, it's in my computer. It's inside my folder. So all I need to make sure it must be the same folder. I just copy everything on my USB or whatever, and I'll go do a presentation. So I can say this was a lab video I was watching, and then I'm gonna go to presentation. I'll do the presentation. I will jump. And when I arrive to the slide, I say, okay, guys, find out more about other labs, nano labs. I play the video, run and explain about the nanotechnology, what they're doing in nanotechnology. So I can make a nice background of because my videos look like black, so I can go to design. So I got nanotechnology, and then when I go to my presentation, I'm discussing about this. When I arrive here, I don't need internet because it's come in my folder. So I just play, and automatically it's gonna run and explaining what the nanotechnology about. And follow up on insert tab, it's an audio. The same thing for audio. Make sure if you wanna add the audio, you set here audio and my PC, and then go to this in the same folder. Like you can see, I'll put my everything here, and then open and select the audio, insert the audio, and then it's gonna show a symbol for audio, and then put it somewhere where you want, mostly in the corner here. So when I arrive, it's like here, I do a presentation. I'm gonna arrive on the last interview, and then I say, okay, and this is the interview I did with some X, and then you play the audio. I say, okay, this is one of the interview I did, but there was no video, there was just audio. I'll play the audio, and the audio start running now. You're talking now. If I press here and then stop, that's the audio. The screen shot. Now the screen recording, very important. This is where you're gonna create a video. Like currently, what I am showing you, it's called I'm doing a screen recording. So I'm using a program that's called Camtasia. So I'm using this program. Like you can see here, I'm recording the video for PowerPoint video. You can also use PowerPoint to do a recording video. So all you need to do is to go to PowerPoint. I want to record the screen or the entire video. So you come here, say screen record. Press the screen record, and then the screen record will give you this. Now from here, select the area. I'll press select. If I just want to select the area, then you can say I want to just record this area, and then drag it, release. Now this, and then press the record button, and I'm gonna start recording only this area. I'm only recording this area. Look here. If I minimize here, my PowerPoint, it's only recording this one here. But I've got a Camtasia. This is my Camtasia, which is recording the entire screen. But my PowerPoint is only recording this area. So whatever I'm doing here, it's in my PowerPoint. I can move I can come here. If I move this slider, you can view it. But if I move it out, you're not going to view it because I choose this area. That's what I'm recording. Move your cursor on top of the screen and this will appear. So I can say pause. If you say pause, that's a pause. And the other thing here is the audio. Like currently, I've got the audio, so you can say, you can check your audio and to make sure if the audio is recording. But I'm going to use the same audio to record the Camtasia because only have one macro inside. You can check your record. You can say your recording point. So if I say pin it, it will remain there. And then from here, I can continue my recording because I put a pause. I can record this area and then I minimize here and everything here, but this is not inside my recording. But if I press this and it's not disappear. So if I select here, it's gone. I record and then it disappear. And if I put my mouse on top, it appears. So you can pin it so you can view it. If I press this and I stop the recording. If I say stop, and then stop recording. And then you see this is what I recorded now. Now I'm gonna go record the full screen. I'm gonna go to insert, and I'll go to screen record. And then I select my area. I'll pin this so that it can remain. I don't want to disappear. Select my area, moving my cursor point here until to the end of my screen, and I drag it like this, and then I record the entire screen. And then from here, and I will say, if you need to press record again, I can go double check my audio. If my audio is okay, and then I'll go to record. Now it's now go to press record 2, 3, and start recording. Now from here, all the movement I'm doing there, it's been recording. So I can give a class and explain here. I say, hi, this is a PowerPoint. In order for design PowerPoint, you must go to file, and create a new document and choose like this. So I'm speaking everything, and then you get the slider 1, slide 2. Now this is record. If I go to my PowerPoint, if I finish this one, stop, and then stop. Now if I go to my PowerPoint, you can play your presentation, or you can go to slideshow. So I'm gonna go to slideshow. From the slideshow, as we discussed about this, if you wanna go like from a beginner, you can start from the first slider, from the beginning. If you select this, it will start presenting from the beginning, from slider 1. If you select this one here, it's from the current slider. Like if you see here, my first sliders are blue, but if I select here by yellow, and I'll use from the current slider, I start by yellow. Now that's the second one. And the third one is a presentation online. I can also, okay, before I go to the present online, I'm gonna first discuss about this customer slider. You got a lot of sliders, and you want to focus on some specific sliders. So what you would do, you will create a customer sliders. You go to slider show and go to customer show, and from here it's gonna display you all the customers. You can edit it, and you go choose a slide that you want to show. If you decide I want slider 1, and I want slider 50, I want slider 80, and then you add them. If you don't like any slider, you can remove them. Select them and remove. Select this one and remove, and choose what you say. Okay, now if you go to show, you only want to display what you choose. Now the benefit of slide for customer slider. And then the other one I jump here, it's a presentation online. Now in order for you to present anything online, you need to go to here, present online, and select like this and connect. But you need to have Office presentation service. But on this case, I'm going to use another program which is called a Zoom. So you can use a Zoom because that's one of the best one, or a Skype. Zoom. I'm going to go online on Google, and I'll tap a Zoom. If you go to Zoom video, you can present your presentation online from 100. But if you want to go above 100 student or learners, you need to pay money. And also you got some specific, there's some space part you cannot do it with the free one. So if you want to become more advanced, like recording, saving, a lot of more advanced, so you can go, like if I go to plan and pricing. Now this is, if you read the free, it's allowed you to host up to 100 participants and unlimited one-to-one meeting, as well only 40 minutes. You can't go above 40 minutes. That's limited. But if you pay $14.99, and then you can go above 40 minutes. And then this is for business. Now here you need to sign in. So I already signed in already on my Zoom in. Once you sign in or you create an account, it's free of charge. And then you will come here and say hosting. If you are the one hosting, because you want to do a presentation, you want to give a class online, you will choose hosting meeting. And by hosting meeting, and it says screen share only. From the screen share, and this is what to happen there, you're going to choose what you want to show. Open the Zoom meeting. Your Zoom will identify everything in my desktop. As I see here, I'm going to present my presentation of this one here. What I do now here, I'm going to choose here, choose this one, select this one, and say share. Next part, once you have this one here, and you must come here by more, and then invite people who wanna join. Like I'm gonna invite one of the best learner at AYI. She's Merve. So what I'll do now here, I'm gonna go to Gmail. There's a two-way. When I select the Gmail, and then I will send her here. I can send her email, or if I have a contact for her, like currently she's not far from me here, I can just give her the ID number and then the password of this meeting. Now, if I tap her email here and then I send, she will have a link, and when she set a link, she will join the meeting. But because she's not far from me, all I need to do here, I'm just gonna give her the ID number. She's gonna join. So if you go to your Zoom, when you are in the Zoom here, so you can come here and it says join a meeting. Once you select join a meeting, it's going to give you a box where you're gonna enter the meeting ID and the pass ID. So I'm gonna give her my ID of this meeting, which is this number, and the password for this meeting. Let's say you also got a Zoom account at this moment. If you are online, if you copy this ID and you go to join and copy this ID and put a password, you will join this meeting. And she's joining. I already gave her a password, so I'm gonna close here. She already joined. Okay, now after she joined, I can start presenting now. Now she's already on her computer. Whatever time is, she view everything I'm presenting. I can even go run the presentation like this. Now whatever I'm doing here, she's viewing everything I'm doing now. Now to view her, what I can do, I can come here by more. If I come here by more, I will say show a video panel. You can see here, as I'm recording here, if when I went here and then I show the video, if I hide the panel, the video is gone. But if I come here, then I go to more and say show the video. So on the video, I can view everyone, like I can display the name of people and then remember this is my name. Okay, now from here, like she's watching a classes, so I can go giving a class like this. I'm giving a class like this. So everything I'm doing here, she can view it on her computer. Other thing again, let's say like I can speak to her, I can chat to her, I can go here. Look what I'll do now here, I will chat so that you can respond. And go to more and say chat, and they give me a chat. I will say I Lena, I will say Lena's did you. Let's say that they got more than 50 attendance. I can say Lena's did you received the audio, or did you listening the audio? Because I must make sure this, if whenever I'm speaking they're listening. Maybe my audio is a mistake, so I send the chat, because chat directly, and she will respond to me. And you can see she respond, but she respond to me. She say hi sir, I have. So now if I want to continue chatting, I can continue chatting, but mostly because the presentation, I will close the chat and I'll start explaining. Let's say, okay, this is the presentation. Now you will see there, as soon as I receive a message, the system will show me that there's a message. So I can say, okay, maybe there's something wrong on my audio. Let me see. I say, okay, say I don't get you at the end. Oh, maybe what I can ask, what is the issue? What is the issue? Because sometime maybe the audio went off, because if she have the audio is working, she will speak and I will listening to her. But if the audio went off, definitely she will use a chat to communicate. That's how you can give a class online. You can also use a Skype, and the follow-up it is set up on slideshow. So I can set up a slideshow, like I can say here, I want, when I run these sliders, must not stop. So what I do now, I will choose loop continuity. If I remove like this here and I say okay, and then I run this, when it's gonna run the loop, it's gonna stop. Now let's say I create like something like if you watch a video 4, we need to create a watch, and I want this thing to continue and over, it mustn't stop. So I will need to go to setup and then say loop continuity. And then if I want, I can say from which slide to which slide. I got 81 slider. I can say no, stop only at 53 or 70 sliders. So which means the other slider is not gonna be inside. So but if I say no all, it's gonna be all, and I say no, take the entire slider, because I want everything to work as the way I design it. And then you can see manually, but mostly use a timing if present. If there's a timing, if you say manually, that's gonna be different. And then I say okay, and that's a setup. Now the higher end, I discussed this on the past videos. I can say I don't want to view this blue side, so I can say I go to the sections and I say hide this area. You will see all the slider are blank, but the yellow one are not blank. So if I go to run from the beginning, you will see it's not jump from the yellow and there's no blue, because why? I hidden the blue sliders. It's not run over and over and over because I got the loop continue, but they will not going to be the blue slider because I hide them. The reverse timing. Okay, what is the reverse timing does? The reverse timing, it's used to set your slider timing so that you can work properly in the presentation. Automatically press select like this, and it's gonna take my presentation. Then look here, I'm recording my slide. I can say when I'm gonna go do a presentation, I'm gonna spend 5 minutes to discuss about this slide of world class one of video, and after I'm gonna put 30 seconds, then I'll jump to the other slide, and then I record this. Is that keep on recording. Also here I'll wait until the time that I want to display here. I'll go to like, let me put 10 seconds here, and I jump to the one again. And this one I will record it maybe about 20 seconds. I'll wait for 20 seconds, record this slide for 20, and I jump other one. And this one I will record maybe like 5 seconds because I only have one tape discuss here. And then I'll jump in the one here. You will set the timing for each one automatically until to the end of your presentation. And like here, this is my class 6. I'll put 2 seconds, and this is my last end slider, and I say finish. Now when I say yes, now what happened here? This slide go to reverse timing, and I'm gonna go to the presentation. Now my presentation will run according to my reverse timing. The first one I did set 30 seconds, and after 30 seconds automatically it's going to change to the second one. And the second one I did choose 20 seconds, and after 20 seconds it will change to the fourth one. Yeah, you can see here from here I did choose for this slide I only choose 5 seconds. Just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from here it's gonna jump to last after 2 seconds. That's a benefit. So actually what you does, you set your reverse timing by recording your sliders based on how long you want to spend on each slide on a presentation. And when you go to your presentation, when you're giving a class or a presentation, you don't need to worry. All you need to watch your time. You know that after 5 seconds or after 1 minute, your PowerPoint will jump to a next slider because you already know your timing. Mostly you print a paper. In the paper, you write the timing of each slider. That's a purpose of reverse timing. And the recording slider, it's when you create, like when I create a video, I can record from the current slider or I can record from the beginning. And the last part here is when you say the recording is like when you're creating a video, you want to create a video of your PowerPoint on your slider. So what I'll do now here, if you select the record and then you come here, I can press this button and start recording. And it start recording now. I'm recording here 1, 2, 3. And then it's gone. Now it's like I'm giving a class. I can use this even explaining. I say, okay, this is a PowerPoint. Just in case, like if I'm explaining something to someone via presentation or online, it doesn't understand, what I would do, I can use this pencil. Like here, I can come here and draw, explaining more like with a drawing. Because sometimes other learner will not understand maybe your English or your word or maybe the way explaining. So you can use the drawing and explain better. I can say, okay, what I mean introduction, when I mean Microsoft Word, it's like a word processing. It's like when you have like maybe a document like this, and then you write a word, like I can write like Bob, everything like this way. And then you can also use eraser and then remove them. So which means at the same time, you can also give a class from just a PowerPoint like this without having a word like this. Like if I have a blank sliders, I can give a class which I'll do at the end. So once you finish here, if you are happy for this slide, you can jump into that slide. You will come here and then jump into that slide. Every time when you carry on explaining each slide that you're jumping, the PowerPoint is busy recording everything. So I'll continue explaining. I say Home tab, basic, or go and go and go and go. Like if I come at the end, this is my end slide, I can go back here, my record stopped. Now you need to pay attention before you go to the end, because the system knows that it's now go to the end, so you pay attention for this one. It's a camera. If I don't want people to view my faces, I will select here and then stop the camera. And make sure when you're recording, this is on, your macro is on, everything here. If you want people to view, you can select like this and you can put off your camera. Now that's if you want to view people. If you want people that you're giving class, they must view, you set the camera. At the same time, make sure, like I'm busy recording, it's pause, it mustn't be red. Now everything I'm doing recording, and I can continue changing the slide, then I can, if I set clear, it will clear everything. So it means everything I was recording, it's not going to clear my record to 0. And then from here, I can stop macros or camera, everything. I can do everything about the camera, set the camera off the camera. The note, I can put a note, like I can say this slide 1, I discussed that I can put a note on when I'm explaining. When I show here, I can put, this is you can put a note on your slider when you're giving your classes, and then carry on until when you come to the end of the presentation, display your face or remove, come to the end here. So if let's say I finish here, if I close this presentation will close everything. Once I come here, I can say stop the recording. Let's say I'm done, and then when I'm done here, and then I can play my recording, replay my recording. Now from now here, I'm not giving a class now here, because this is what I've been recording. Now it's a recording video. So the last part of this video is that, stop. Now if you go to file and you go to options and then you go to customer ribbon and then look for what you call a recording, select the recording, and this is a new tab will appear which you don't find on your PowerPoint. If you don't go to option, it's not gonna see it on the, and then you say okay, you will see there's an extra tab called recording. Now once you open the recording, you will see all of this, the same thing I discussed about the slider recording, and then a screen recording. When to create a video like this, as I discussed on the beginning, you can shoot, you can screenshot, select the screenshot. You can also insert a video from online or in your computer. You can also record the sound only. If let's say I just want to record the sound, what the images, so I can say record the sound, and then when I'm discussing now, if I press here and start recording everything I'm talking now. But you must make sure you go to macro, and then when I'm speaking, everything I'm discussing and recording, when I say okay, and this will repeat here, it will stay here, and if I move here and I play set here, everything I've been recording is what's coming. And lastly is to export a video. If I say save as a show, I can save it as a show. And if I go to say export to a video, and I'll select that export to a video, and then I will choose here a package, a presentation from CD if you go to CD, or you want to create a video. If you got a DVD writer in your computer, you can put a DVD writer and then package presentation, and then you're gonna go here and then put your DVD, copy the DVD. But I'm gonna create a videos, and then I'll choose here, I'll choose the full definition. Make sure you choose the full definition or the high definition 4K, which is the latest. But remember, the quality you choose, the heavy video will be. I always like to use the high full definition because that is the most standard, can work for any TV. But if you use the SG720p, some other screen is not gonna fit, not look nice because it's not a full definition. Always use the full high definition. Select here and then create. When you say create, go choose a place. I select here PowerPoint and I will save it inside. I'll give it a name. I will say presentation video 1, and then when you come here, you can choose. You want to say as a MP4 or as a major video. Always use MP4 because it's standard one, and it says save. Give it a name and save. It depends on your presentation, how big is it, and like my one, I include a video inside here, so it can take a couple of hours or minute or second, or most it can take a couple of hours, maybe 2 hours or 1 hour or minute, depending on the length of your PowerPoint. So I will leave it here and I will come to the end of the video to show you the video I created on my PowerPoint. You can see what I did record it as I created the video. If I go back where I save it, I did save it as a presentation v1. So I'm going to open the presentation v1 and I can play the video. Now I believe you have learned how you can masterizing your PowerPoint and designing video. Create any sort of video like recording, class video, or any type of video. You can see this is a video I'm playing now here, and the one I recorded, and then you can play it anywhere. Now we're gonna start a project from scratch. The first thing you do, go to online, Mango, and set a Mango. We set this and this, and then set them. Then what you do, remove the background. Now this Mango must not have a background. Put the color on my design, you see. Look what happened here. Now you need to move the background because it's gonna affect you. Select your picture and go to format, and then go to remove the background. Keep the change. Now the background is moved. Now the other best software for this one, I would prefer to use Photoshop. It's to remove the background. So if I go to my Photoshop here, because I have much control on Photoshop, just go file, new, and then create. Then I just paste this image here. I just do like this, I delete. Now that is the benefit of Photoshop. There's a lot of programs that remove the background compared to PowerPoint. We export it as a PNG. I'm gonna minimize this Mango. Other one, I make it small like this. And then the other one also, like I can copy, paste, and then make it a little bit bigger. Now it can show an image like that one zoom, that one's far from here. If I select this one and move here, I move a little bit like this, and that's the image. And the other thing, if I need to cut this, I'll select here. I will cut this, I'll go to crop, and then I'll crop like this, and then I get crop, and I move it. Now I left on for one Mango. I can also go back to this one, copy it again, bring it back, paste it here, and then I wanna need the one cutting now here. I'm gonna select the image, format, and then format, crop, and then I'll crop this one. I'll remove the other one, then I'll keep this one. Okay, welcome back. What I did now here, I just cut this Mango, position it like this. This is what I do now here. I'll explain why I did like this. Just resize them like this. Now this is what I did now here. I just resize them and pack them nicely, but I make sure I have more on this side because I'm gonna shift them on the next sliders. So I don't need this slider. I delete. Now I'm gonna first put the title of my message, and I'll set like maybe I'll insert to the text. I'll set the text box, and I'll call them AYI. So I'll call it Mango Nutrition. Now from here, what I'll do now here, I'm gonna duplicate this slider. I have a new slider. On the next slider, what I'll do, I'm gonna press Ctrl A on your keyboard, select everything, hold Ctrl, and select your text. Your text must be deselect. Make sure text deselect so that, and then release. Then select the rest of the item and then move them. Your text is not moving. Just move on the horizontal side a little bit on your left side. I'm gonna choose first my transition. So I can use morph on the first one, and then I'll go to the second one, apply morph, and then I'll go to test. Now this is how it not do. My mango will pass, but before further, what I'll do now, I'm gonna go set the time. Now I don't want people to see my move, so I'm gonna come here and make my duration of my effect duration at least one millisecond. So I'll choose here 0.01, and you're not going to see. Then I apply. Now I'm gonna put it automatically. So I'll say remove the on mouse, and I'll put the duration for each slide at least 1. Okay, let me put first 10 millisecond. Then I will apply to the 2 slider, and then I'll go test it. Go to your slider 2, duplicate first. Duplicate the slider 2 and go on the slider, say Control A, select everything, go to Home, go to Select and Selection Pan. Display the selection pan so that you can view everything. There is my text. So I can hide my text to avoid that doesn't move. Control A, and then I will move a little bit. And so once I move a little bit and I display my text, it's still there. You can see it's still by my 4. My text is not moving. Then I press like this and I duplicate. On the next one, I do the same thing. I hide the text, Control A, and move slow. Make sure when you move, it's only moved one direction. You can also use left and key button on your mouse so that you must not mess up. And then I duplicate the layer. I go to the same thing. Make sure when you finish here, display your letter, and go to another one. Do the same thing. From here, what I did, I was just moving, as explained at the beginning. Just to make clear for you, what I did, first thing, I display my palm. I will select Control A, and then I move a little bit. I move like this. Once I finish, I display my text box, select away, and then I go to this and duplicate this. Then I have this and do the same thing. So I can put a text from here, and I can go to text and set the text, and I'll write best mangoes. Change my direction tag. I must make it face down, and I'm gonna drag like this, and then I'm gonna put this thing on here. Make it a little bit bigger, and then I'm gonna put it the color maybe. So on this slider, I put it here. So now on this one, I'll just now copy this text. I'll go to the next slider, and then I paste it. Now fold the same place, but I will move it on this one a little bit. I'll go to transition. I use instead of using morph, I change it to wipe, because I want them to go in this direction on the left side from the right side. And then I put my duration of my fade to be, because if I put more time on my duration and apply to all, it will show the movement of the, you see, it doesn't look nice. It shows something happening now. Now if I put this to 0.001, it's not going to appear. And then apply to all, and then I run it, and then you see, you can't see that effect. All you see is a duration. And let me copy my best mango, pull it to really from the top here, somewhere here. I put on top of this mango. Crunchy, it also must stay here. And let it go run and see what will happen. Now we're running. That is our best mangoes. Now that is it's what you can do. And finally, what I will add here, I will add a video, and then you see what I will do. Now you can create sections. Now firstly, I'm gonna go to create a new slider. I'm gonna go to home. And create a new slider, blank slider. From the blank slider, I'm gonna go to insert, and then insert a video PC. Like I use a background. You can download the video online, like as explained on in the beginning. Insert the video. Now look here, you can control your videos how you want to select your video. You will see the format. You can create any back line you want to see on your video. It's up to you. So choose that bevel. Now from here you see that the format, and then but on the playback you can set your video. You can say, okay, I want my video, go to trim, because I don't want this video to play a lot. So I'll say no, you must start somewhere here. So you can use manually, you move here, or you can put the time where you want to start. I want to start maybe by 12. No, somewhere here, because I want to see this movement here. And then there's an end time. I start by 10 background video. And then you came here and then say be automatically, so it's not gonna run, and play the full screen. Select the full screen and automatically it's not run automatically. And make sure your time, don't worry, but this is in and out. If you want to make a fade in, fade in. So you can double check to say play and then see how long it's gonna take. Like that effect, I don't like it, so I must go back to trim. I want to view that movement when it's coming here. I want to view this. Somewhere here. I say okay. And then I leave the best from here. So I'm gonna go to run slideshow. And this is what. Now on this slider here, when I come here, what I will do now here, I will select this slider. I'll apply different transition. I'm gonna go to transition. I'm gonna apply this one here. I'm gonna apply push. I want him to push the other slider. And I say push on from the right side, like that, and then you come in. So let me go do it. Now this is the thing that you can apply. Like if I go to here, you can play any animation with this text. Now from here, what you can do, I can create a section. Add a section, maybe yellow part. Select this. I'll press Ctrl A and then duplicate all of this slider. All this slider. After duplicate here, add a new section and I'll call it blue. When I finish my blue here, I'm gonna come here by right click. I'll select this section and then I go to design. By design, I go to format and then apply the color, the solid color blue on this background. And I do the same thing here. I will come here. I will select all this. Now I can select everything, duplicate them, duplicate slider. Now I get 4 groups. Section 3, I'm just gonna call it section 3. Rename. And then I'll select the section and I'll go to the format and then change the color maybe to green. So this will become a green sections. And then that's it, and then that's the end of everything. From now here, everything we put everything in the same order. Now, so you can manipulate your timing, your duration, your effect, everything, to control the speed and the movement and any. So you can do any other stuff if you want to do. Thanks so much for watching this video. See you from the next video. Please do not forget to subscribe and leave your comment about the AYI video courses. Thanks. See you for the next video.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Kosa pesa mkosa nyoso liza ho. African Youth Inventions. Création, l'invention perfection. Exigence one condition passe tempo. Original kosa nyoso liza ho. African Youth Inventions. Création, l'invention perfection. Exigence one condition passe tempo. Original